20, Snoop Dogg is that get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coupes.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Ready, blue 80. Mike, 27.
Here we go. Check, check.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. Winston. And he's got Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Ready, black 25. Check, flip it.
Check 24, check 24.
Jameis now on first down. It's caught. It's Miller. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Here's Jones. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Here we go. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, 5 on the 50. Here we go.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Winston from the gun on third down. He's going to let this go for the... And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Check three.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Set, 95-56. Check, 45 to Mike. Down to lose one. Tonight.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
That's trash. Check it out. You're good.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Watch the curl. Hey, kill. Mike, 45.
Hey, high 7.
45, Mike, 45.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds his target, it's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Check me out.
Back. Look, snap.
He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Hey, easy. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Right there. On one. Right there. 54. Right side.
Now this time, Breeze will throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Ready. 5-8. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Here we go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch that. Sammy. Goose. Check the backer.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Yeah, the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. He may try and run for this. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Luck's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 21-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D.
They'll try the right side with Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Ready? Flag. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Wait. 54.
Play fake. Winston.
Watch the screen.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready? White 25. 54, Mike. On deck. Green, triple T. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. I got him.
Winston now from the 50. That's caught by Howard. And he's got this down to the 35. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 35.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Jet, let's go.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
A gain of 15. First down, Buccaneers.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 17, Winston. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? Flag, we get that. Check, right 54. Right 54. Man, let's get that ball. Yeah, let's get that ball right here. Easy. Flip. Check. Watch. Where does it go?
From the gun, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. White 25. Mike 47. Hey, watch his flat.
Now Jones. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Check, 47. Here we go.
Quick pass out to Miller. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scott Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Saints 7.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Saints take over.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike. Bravo. 45 is the mic. 45 is the mic. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Sammy. 45. Mike 45. Let's go. 20 seconds.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, Echo. Hey, easy. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the slant. Mike 5-4. Good. Mike 4, ready. Woo-hoo. 20 seconds.
Now Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Play action now. Winston. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Jameis now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 53, 17. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Here we go, D.
Jameis to throw it. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Throwing. Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gain knocks this one through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run it again with Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Black, 22. Green, 17. Hey, check Mike, 47. Check what's up. I got one. 47 Mike, 47 Mike. Mike, 47. I got it. 47's the Mike, 47's the Mike. We got to get the... Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ready.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I got you, boy. Whoa. 45's the Mike, 45's the Mike. 45.
Here's Breeze to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Well, there was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
65. 45. Hey, box truck. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30.
Here we go. Here we go.
37-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Looking downfield for and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Breeze finding Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Easy. Let him.
Breeze now. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Single. Here we go. 13's crossing. Check 13. Go. Check. The mic. Check. 45 the mic. Okay, double up. 0-2. Check.
To throw, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
21.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Breeze now to throw. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker Devin White there to knock it away.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
We ain't giving up nothing today. 21.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz good on the extra point. Back now here live in New Orleans, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
At the 34-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They go play action. Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check. Green, Timothy. Check my 47. No gain on this defense. Flip it. 47, Mike, 47. Hey, pick it up.
And the blitz does come. He completes it to Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Ready. Blue lane. Mike 47. Follow.
Now Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. This is Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 12, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Gay's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting back.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense.
It's caught inside the 25. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bucs, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.